Dr. Basante here, and in this video we're going to talk about the second part of auto accidents, focusing on the legal aspect. And I'm just going to, there's the reports and there's the daily office notes that are usually involved in this aspect. In this video I'm going to talk about the daily notes. Now the daily notes, you can call them daily notes, you can call them progress notes, you can call them office notes, you can call them soap notes, but basically they're the notes that I take every day when I see you. Okay. Now there's four aspects to the notes. There's a subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to talk about the subjective part, and that's what you tell me. Now, this is extremely important because this is like a diary of your problem, and it focuses on the pain and suffering. Now, if you have a legal case going right now, the pain and suffering is extremely important. I mean, that's what your whole case is about. And so I think I really don't have to emphasize the importance of what you tell me to make sure that it's documented. Now, you can go to a lot of different physicians, and unfortunately, I mean, you're ever sitting there and you're talking and you don't feel like they're listening? Well, sometimes they're not. And if they're not documenting or writing down what you're going through, then that's gone. All we have is, some symptoms, but there's no description of the actual pain and suffering. And what I mean by that, there's two ways you can document a headache. You can simply put down headache, and we know that you had a headache that day, or, what you might have told the doctor is you had a headache, it was overnight, it woke you up, it was pounding, you weren't able to sleep all night long, and you had to get up and take Tylenol, and it was semi-effective, but you threw up throughout the night, and you weren't able to go to work. Now, can you see the difference between just putting headache and being very descriptive? Now, when you take all your daily notes, and if they're done properly, and you can read through what you were going through in detail, okay, then anybody can read that and say, wow, this guy has suffered a lot, or he hasn't, depending on what you're going through. But someone will be able to read through that and get a clear picture of what you went through, and that's pain and suffering, and that's why that's extremely important to document properly. So if you come to my office, okay, after you've been involved in an auto accident, you can rest assured I'm going to tell you right on the first day that I am going to be asking you what you're going through every time I see you, and if you've experienced anything, I want to know about it. Okay? And I will document it, and people will get a clear understanding of what's going on with your condition. So that's part of the legal aspect, and we'll get into more. If you look at my next videos, look for documentation, reports, and that'll talk more about the legal aspect and other factors that contribute to this part. So I hope you learned something, and we'll see you at the office.